Hi, my friends. This is Huda with Sati Yoga. And we're going to do just a short home yoga practice just to kind of get us moving, starting in a seated position. So you don't have to have a mat if you're at home doing this, but if you have a mat, that's great too. So we'll start in a comfortable position. That might mean cross-legged. It might mean maybe sitting on your knees, right? Whatever is going to be comfortable for you. I'm going to sit here for just a little bit before we actually start to move, just to kind of take a moment to breathe and get grounded and get present. So let's allow the eyes to softly close. And start to drop the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe just kind of drop the head side to side, back and forth. Maybe even rock back and forth, side to side, and find that sweet spot where you just kind of plug in. Take a moment to breathe in and out through the nose, but maybe starting to deepen the inhale and the exhale a bit. So perhaps breathing in for a count of 5 and breathing out for a count of 5, and maybe doing that just for 2 or 3 rounds. It'd be nice to put a smile on the face while you're doing that. And one more round. You can allow the eyes to softly open. So from here, what I'd like for you to do is just come into a seat. I'm going to get into opening the hips a little bit. So you can bring the hands behind you. I have a couple of my teachers helping me out here in the background. So we're going to bend the knees and place the feet on the floor, about hip distance apart. And I will mirror you guys, so like I usually do in my classes. So we're going to cross the right ankle over the left knee. We're going to flex that right foot. So this is might be a little bit too much for some of us. So you're more than welcome to come down on the elbows. Either way, play with the distance between the hands and the hips and the foot and the hips, and then flex that right foot. When you find your sweet spot with the right hip, just slowly drop the chin down towards the chest. And drop the shoulders down. And just a couple of breaths here. And then allow the eyes to softly open. So from here, what I'd like for you to do is just go ahead and straighten that left leg, and then see if you can stack the right knee over the left just a little bit and keep a flex to that left foot. This might be plenty here. You might be already hearing your left hamstring speaking to you. So you might just sit here and press into the hands and lengthen the spine up. Right? But if you want to fold just a little bit, you might hinge forward from the hips, and then just on an exhale, just start to walk the hands forward. You might keep the head lifted a little bit, or you might maybe drop the chin down. Just breathe into wherever you feel this the most. One more breath. From here, slowly lock the hands back in. We're going to come into a little bit of a twist. So we're going to just turn both knees more towards the right. The feet are going to be towards the left. And we're going to take a breath in and press into the hands and lengthen the spine up. And then as we exhale, just a gentle twist towards the right. So you might even turn the head to look over that right shoulder. Keep a little length in the spine and take one more breath. And exhale, let it go. As you inhale, taking your time, coming back through center, placing both feet back on the floor, and just doing gentle windshield wiper knees side to side. Beautiful. And then coming back to center, coming to the other side. So from here, we're going to cross the left ankle over the right knee. I'm going to bring a flex to that left foot, and then gently move that left knee towards the camera, move towards me. Okay. When you find your sweet spot, and again, just know that there's an option to come down on the elbows. If it does not feel okay, being up on the hands, but do try to drop those shoulders down and then slowly drop the chin down towards the chest. And keep gently moving the left knee away from you. Take just a couple of easy breaths here. And one more breath. And when you're ready on an inhale, slowly lifting the gaze back up. Same thing we're going to do on the other side. This time we're going to straighten the right leg. And just see if you can stack the left knee over the right. Keep a nice flex to that right foot. We're going to take a breath in, lengthen the spine up, and this might be where you stay. If you want to hinge forward a little bit, you can come just a tiny bit. And come a little bit more. Find your sweet spot. Maybe drop the chin down and just a couple of breaths. Just simply bring the awareness back to the physical body, whatever you might be feeling here. Easy breath in and out. And on your next inhale, slowly pressing into the hands, bringing the torso back up. We're going to come into that twist. So we're going to turn both knees towards the left, and feet are going to come towards the right. We're going to take a breath in as we lengthen the spine up. And then just a gentle twist on the exhale. So you're going to decide how far you go with it. Maybe looking over the left shoulder. A couple of easy breaths. Close the eyes. Just bring the awareness back to the physical body. One more breath. Inhale, slowly bringing the head back to center. Knees back to center, and again, placing the feet on the floor, hands behind you, and just maybe a little bit of bigger windshield wiper knees here. Beautiful. And then coming back to center. So from here, we are going to make our way to hands and knees. If you're at home and you have a hard floor, it might be nice to maybe place a blanket underneath the knees to give you a little extra support. But we do want to line up the wrists right underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips. Spread the fingertips out really nice and wide. We're going to warm up the back a little bit. Do some flexion and extension of the spine. So when you're ready on an inhale, let's bring a little softness to the elbows, and at the same time, let's start to bring the shoulder blades together. We'll open the chest forward and move the belly down towards the earth. And as we exhale, just gently pressing into the hands, rounding the back up towards the sky, and just tucking the chin and tailbone. Pulling the belly button up towards the spine. So back and forth like that with your breath. So you may or may not move with my breath, right? Because we breathe in different rates, right? So always move at a pace that feels right for your body. Just simply letting the inhale bring you into a baby back bend. With the exhale, bring you a little bit of a forward fold. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale to what we call a cat lift. Exhale, cat tuck. One more time like that with your breath. Inhaling, cat lift. And exhale, round back. Inhale, coming back to neutral spine. So we're going to work with strengthening that connection between the right and left hemispheres of the brain. So we're going to challenge the brain a little bit. So on an inhale, let's go ahead and extend that right leg back. So let's take a moment to roll the hip down. So when you look down to the right toes, you can see that they're pointing down towards the earth. So you can hold it here as an option. You can add reaching the left arm forward. If you're feeling a little adventurous and you want to add a little bit more, you can start to circle the foot and the hand. And then circle them the other way. Beautiful. And then bring them to stillness, push back a little bit more with the right heel, reach forward a little bit more with the hand. And keep a nice engagement to the core. Take one more breath. And then exhale, bring the hand down, bring the knee down. Let's come right to the other side when you're ready. So on an inhale, extending that left leg back, rolling the hip down, keeping the hips nice and level, and either holding it here. The other option would be to extend the right arm forward. Smiling is always a good option too. And then also, if you circled one way, the other side, you might circle it here. And then circle it the other way. Breathe. And then extend, take a full breath in. And as you exhale, bring the hand down, bring the knee down. This is a really nice place to take a child's pose. So you might bring the knees out wide, bring the big toes together, and on an exhale, slowly sit the hips back towards the heels. So while you're holding it in child's pose, I'm going to encourage you to come back to taking that breathing in for 5 and breathing out for 5. Call that the even breath. It's a kind of a nice way to just kind of settle down the nervous system, to balance things out. Take one more breath in. And on an exhale, slowly bring yourself back up to tabletop. Take an inhale here. And then on an exhale, curl the toes under, push the hips up and back, and come into your first downward facing dog. So the hamstrings might still be tight, so you might take a moment just to kind of curl out the feet, bending one knee and then the other. Just bringing the legs to stillness and really reaching the sit bones up towards the sky, trying to bring the heels down towards the earth. It's okay if they don't touch. Just kind of get them in that direction. Take one more breath. As we exhale, let's start to soften the knees just a little bit and start to walk the feet forward. We're going to come all the way into a standing forward fold. Yes, you can separate the feet a little bit if you like. Just hinging from the hips. So this is an opportunity to really allow the shoulders to drop down, to let the head get heavy, to give that cervical spine an opportunity just to let go. Next inhale, let's slowly bring the body up just halfway. This idea here is to bring the torso about parallel to the mat so that you can bring a little bit space into the spine, into the vertebra. And exhale, fold back down and let go. Soften the knees on the next inhale. Let's sweep the arms up to the sides. I'm going to start to come all the way up to standing. Really reach the arms up high. And then exhale, palms together prior to the heart. So let's start to move a little. Moving with your breath, always at your pace, not mine. Let's inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. Lift the heart, and then exhale, fold over the legs, come into a standing forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, come up halfway, open the heart. And exhale, fold back down and let go. Soften the knees, and on an inhale, sweep the arms up to the sides and come all the way up to standing, maybe a back bend this time. Exhale, palms together, prayer to the heart. Close the eyes for just a moment. Just pause and notice. Check in to see how the body is feeling. Maybe a moment to see what's going on in the mind. Allow the eyes to softly open. Let's add a little more. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, come up halfway. And exhale, fold back down. On an inhale, let's take a nice big step back with the right leg. So we're going to come into our first lunge. So we're going to take a moment to make sure that the left knee is at 90 degrees and we're really pushing back through that right heel. You might come up on the fingertips so that you can keep a lot of length in the spine. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, slowly release that right knee down. Untuck that right foot. Feel a sense of the hips moving forward and then sinking down just a little bit so you can feel a nice opening in that right quad. And then from here, as an option, on an inhale, maybe sweeping the arms up towards the sky and coming into knee down crescent. And then as you exhale, bring the hands down, frame that left foot, and then slowly start to pull the left hip back so you're getting into the hamstring. So you might even maybe curl the toes back towards you. And just noticing whatever sensations are there. Next inhale, slowly coming back into your lunge. And from here, let's go ahead and tuck the right toe under, lift the right knee up. You want to step the left leg back to meet the right downward facing dog. You can hold it here. You can come to a child's pose. This is an option. If you're feeling some good energy today and you want to build a little bit of strength, you can inhale and come forward into a plank. Shoulders over wrists. And exhale, push back, downward facing dog. And from your down dog and an inhale, see if we can reach that right leg up. And then as you exhale, swing it all the way forward between the hands. Coming back into lunge, we're just going to use that so we can step the left foot forward to meet the right. And come into a standing forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms out to the sides, come all the way up towards the sky. And exhale, palms together, prayer to the heart. Take a moment, close the eyes, just pause. Pause and notice. Easy breath in and out. And allow the eyes to softly open. Let's do the other side. So let's inhale, arms up towards the sky, open the heart. And exhale, fold over the legs, standing forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, come up halfway. And exhale, fold back. This time on the inhale, we're going to take a step back with the left leg. So again, take your time to get it there. And take a moment to check to make sure the right knee is at 90 degrees. Pushing back through that left heel. Let it lift in the heart. Take a breath in. From here on the exhale, you can gently release the left knee down and untuck that left foot. You can either hold it here or as an option on an inhale, sweep the arms forward and up. And again, you want to move the hips forward now so that you can really feel that down in the left quad. And take a breath in. And then exhale, bring the hands down to frame that right foot. And slowly start to straighten the right leg. The toes can stay flat or they can curl back towards you. Whatever helps you to feel that in the right hamstring. And inhale, slowly come back into your lunge. Tuck that left toe under, lift the left knee up. And then step the right leg, back to meet the right downward facing dog. So again, just a reminder, child's pose is always an option. If you want to work on strengthening again, you can inhale and come forward to a plank. So from here, if you want to play a little bit, maybe on an inhale, you lift the right leg up a bit. And exhale, bring it down. And then maybe inhale, lift the left leg up, so that's just an option. Exhale, bring it down. Take a breath in, maybe smile. And then exhale, push back downward facing dog. Let's take a nice breath into the nose. And exhale, let it out. Beautiful. When you're ready on an inhale, see if we can reach the left leg up this time. And then exhale, swing it all the way forward between the hands. So sometimes it has to make it forward in interesting ways. That is totally fine. Once you get it there, then step the right foot forward to meet the left, come into a standing forward fold. And on the next inhale, moving with your breath, reaching the arms up to the side and all the way up towards the sky. And exhale, palms together, prayer to the heart. So let's take a moment here. Just close the eyes. Palms together at the heart, coming into mountain pose. And just taking a moment to notice how did that pose, the flows, how did they affect the body? How are they affecting the nervous system? How's the breath moving through the body? One more easy breath in and out here. Allow the eyes to softly open. So from here, we're going to do a little bit of back bending. So you can come down to tabletop if you like. And then from tabletop, you can come all the way down on the belly. So from here, what I'd like for you to do is just prop up on the elbows. And see if you can line up the elbows right underneath the shoulders. We're coming into a Sphinx pose. So there's a couple of things to do to help really decompress the lumbar spine a little bit. One of them would be to ground the pubic bone, and the other one would be to use the hands to gently pull the chest forward, and then bring the shoulder blades together and open the heart. So from here, you can either hold it just the way it is, or you can slowly start to drop the chin down towards the chest. Maybe just do a gentle rolling of the head from side to side. Just getting a little bit into the neck. If that doesn't feel good, you can just keep the head still in the middle. And then you can bring the head back to center. So you can either hold it here if you want to add a little bit more. On an inhale, perhaps maybe you bend the right leg. And then on the exhale, maybe bringing it down. Inhale, bending the left leg. And exhaling it down. Make sure whatever you do that it does not cause any pain. Right? Discomfort is okay, a little bit of discomfort. But we're going to put that together. So this time on an inhale, maybe bending both legs. One of my nieces used to be able to bring her feet to her head doing this. I'm not quite there. So wherever you are, we'll take just one more breath. And then as you exhale, slowly release the feet down. Come all the way down in the belly for just a moment. Bring the hands a little bit closer towards the chest. And then as you exhale, push through tabletop. And it's really nice to follow back bending with a forward fold, and child's pose just as that. So just maybe bringing the knees out wide, big toes together. Just letting the heels, the hips rest towards the heels, maybe the forehead rests down on the mat. Taking one deep breath in and out here, and letting go on the exhale as best you can. And on the next inhale, slowly making your way back up to tabletop. And from here, using tabletop just as a way to swing the feet out to one side. And from here, I'm gonna use goat pose as a way to just come all the way down. So you might wanna sit right in the middle if you are on a mat. Bending the knees and placing the feet about hip distance apart. And then starting out by grabbing a hold of the backs of the thighs. Wiggling the shoulder blades together so you can keep a nice opening to the heart. And then taking a breath in, and then as you exhale, maybe leaning back about 45 degrees. Let's see the smiles. Hopefully you guys are smiling at home because I see some beautiful smiles here. So from here, I want to give you some options. This might be enough, right? You want to engage the core, and you want to feel this in the core, and this might be enough. Another option would be to maybe reach the arms forward. Another option would be to lift the feet and keep hanging onto the thighs. Or maybe lift the feet and the hands. Right? Stopping the breath is not an option, so please keep breathing. So we'll take maybe 2 breaths here. Maybe a little straighten, maybe not. You got this. One more breath. Beautiful. And then as you exhale, bring the feet flat first. And then on an inhale, reach the arms forward and then slowly bring yourself all the way back. And at some point, you're going to kind of plop down. When you do come down, what I'd like for you to do is just bring the knees in towards the chest and give yourself a nice squeeze. You might just gently rock side to side. This pose right here, knees to chest pose. It's a really nice way, and for most of us, it's a pretty safe way to stretch the low back, the lumbar spine. So we'll take one more breath here. And then from here, releasing the feet down towards the mat. So we're keeping the knees bent. And the knees and feet are going to be about hip distance apart. And the heels are going to be a little bit closer towards the glutes. And we can relax the arms down by the sides. Do a little bit of back bending here. So when you're ready on an inhale, just pressing into the feet, lifting the hips up. Just see how high the hips come up. Moving with your breath at your pace, and then exhale, slowly bringing it down. Let's do that again. Inhale, lifting the hips up into bridge pose. Maybe a tiny bit higher this time. Maybe. And then exhale, slowly bring it down. And then one last time on the inhale, lifting it up, and this time maybe as high as you can. Be mindful that you're keeping the back of the neck nice and long. And maybe wiggling the shoulder blades together a little bit so you can open the chest. Let's take 2 deep breaths here. Close the eyes. And just bring the awareness back to sensations in the body and what you're actually experiencing. Noticing how the breath moves through the body when you're in a bridge pose. We'll take one more breath. And then slowly on an exhale, start to release the hips all the way down. Once they land, just pause for a moment. And then bring the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze. And come into one little gentle supine twist. So let's keep the right knee in towards the chest. And we'll extend the left leg flat on the mat. You can use the left hand on top of the right knee to cross it across your body towards the left. You can extend that right arm out towards the right. Maybe you might gaze towards that right hand. Close the eyes. You're going to decide how far over you go with that right knee. But you want to feel that nice twist in the spine here. Maybe a little bit of opening in the outer right hip. And take one more breath. As we exhale, slowly bringing that right knee back to center, you might give it a nice squeeze in towards the chest. You might bring that left knee in as well, and maybe extend the right leg out. And hugging the left knee in, and then coming into that twist. So this time you can guide the left knee with the right hand. Just bring it across your body again. You're going to decide how far over you go. Try to keep the left shoulder blade on the ground or the mat if you can. And maybe turning the head towards the left just to complete the twist. Close the eyes and just take a couple of breaths here. Emphasis on letting go in the exhale. And on your next inhale, taking your time, bringing that left knee back to center, give that a squeeze. You might also hug the right knee in towards the chest and give that a nice squeeze. Gently rocking side to side, massaging the low back with our spine. And releasing the feet one at a time on the mat, and extending one leg out, and then the other. Bringing the arms in by the sides, palms facing up, and let the feet fall away from each other. And this is where I'll encourage you to close the eyes and maybe turn the video off. Just give yourself a few moments in Shavasana, ideally a few minutes if you can. Thank you so much for watching. This is Huda at Sati Yoga.